Welcome everyone to Hard Copy Hounds, a brand new breakout segment powered by World 1-1 and sponsored by Premium Edition Games, whose Series 2 games, A Robot Named Fight and Demons Tier Plus, are on sale right now at premiumeditiongames.com. So, for the inaugural installment of Hard Copy Hounds, I want to introduce to you what we're all about, what we're doing, and a little bit about why we're doing it. Hard Copy Hounds is going to come at you every week, bringing you a breakdown, a quick hit list of all the physical edition games available for sale and or pre-order from the plethora of limited print companies from around the internet and the gaming sphere. We've partnered with Premium Edition Games because they believe, obviously, in the importance of having a physical hard copy of games in your hand, in your collection, and in your library, because preservation is important, but it's not the only reason why physical games are important. And so, without further ado, I'd like to share a little bit about why it's important to me personally. And so, with that, I'd like to share with you a small piece that I wrote and published back on September 30th of 2019. The piece reads as follows. A few days ago, there was a post on the Ori Facebook page advertising Ori is out on Switch now. Before you tune out, this isn't an ad for Ori, though I firmly believe everyone should play it. No, this is a personal story, one that tells one of the countless reasons why many of us continue to scream and fight for the continued existence of physical copies of video games. We live in a time when convenience rules all, and thus digital distribution is the wave of the future. And I get it. Any game you want, anytime you want it, what's not to love? Why would anyone ever want a physical copy of any game ever again? What follows was taken from my reply to someone that asked me why I would even want a physical copy of Ori on Switch, especially when it would probably cost me more than it would digitally. He asked me, what's the point? Well, there's plenty of point. Even if it is a smaller game, to which I disagree, there are those of us to which games such as Ori are a treasured experience, and tens of thousands of us would and do happily pay that tax on a regular basis for games which we deem deserving. That's why entire companies, such as Premium Edition Games, Limited Run Games, Signature Edition, Super Rare, and more, exist and thrive, is for those of us that believe in the importance of physical copies of games. Because it's a personal experience, a matter of ownership, a way to show love and support, and a way to share and one day pass down the joy of these experiences. I've curated a library of games for 2 decades now that I will one day be able to pass down to my daughter, who, as a matter of fact, experienced Ori for the first time last night. She's 3 years old and her name is Olivia. She watched Daddy play Ori on his Switch, snuggled up in my lap as I tried to get her to wind down for bed. Her daddy read her the words of the spirit tree and watched in delight as Nehru and Ori bonded and shared the love of a parent and child. And even though she didn't understand all the words, she cried when Nehru died and Ori was all alone in the world. That moment moved me profoundly, and in this moment, as I typed these words, I find myself crying as I watched my child moved in an innocent and profound way by the medium that shaped her father. And the fact that I could share that with her by way of something as truly special as Ori and the Blind Forest means that it's something that I want to have in a physical release that I can hold in my hand, preserve on my shelf, in my library of carefully curated games, and one day tell Olivia this story and physically hand to her and tell her that story. That memory is now hers to hold and treasure and then one day pass down to her child if she so chooses to do so. So, for those reasons and more, Ori, like so many other small games, deserve to get a physical release. I know this was a lengthy read, but I feel it was worth it, and that someone deserves to hear it and know the story and the impact they had to a father who at times struggles to connect with his daughter. You made something so simple that a 3-year-old can understand it, yet so moving and powerful that it brought both her and her father to tears together. So I will say it again, please bring Ori on Switch to cartridge. And that's why it matters. That's why I decided that hard copy Hounds needs to exist, because a lot of times there's so much out there that in terms of availability and companies offering this kind of service, that it's easy to miss something that you'd be a little heartbroken to find out you missed out on after the fact and after it's too late. So, uh, I'd like to welcome everybody, one and all, to Hard Copy Hounds, powered by World 1-1 and proudly sponsored by Premium Edition Games, who, again, their Series 2 games uh, are currently on sale and available for open pre-order right now at premiumeditiongames.com. I want to say thank you. I look forward to bringing you guys the Hard Copy Hound report every week going forward, and as well as more to come. So, with that said, thank you everybody for tuning in and giving me a couple minutes of your time, and I'll look forward to talking hard copy games with you guys in the future. Thanks. Peace.